So now I'm going to cover emotional magic. This is one that I am very excited about. This is an Emotional Intelligence 101 course. Now I called it Emotional Magic for the Wizard in Training because I really believe through my education and through my living, I have discovered that a huge part of this magic within us that can either make us great or ruin us is our emotions. And it's a type of magic that we sometimes shun because we don't understand it in ourselves or in others. And we oftentimes don't get enough time to fully exercise the tools that we need to, or even find the tools that we need to find in order to manage our own emotions and our relationships as well. So this Emotional Intelligence 101 course, otherwise known as EQ, Emotional Intelligence, which is not to be confused with IQ. EQ is actually dynamic, which means that it changes. IQ is considered static, meaning you're born with it and you got that IQ. Now, one common misconception is that IQ makes you intelligent and IQ makes you successful. But what's really been found is that EQ leads to a much greater influence on the actual success in work and life of any person, doesn't matter what age. However, what better time to start working on your emotions than when you are 13 to 17, when you're a teenager. It's really important to start understanding how to manage these elements. Now, my curriculum follows the Goleman's Matrix, which is actually the person that was the pioneer of emotional intelligence research. And his matrix consists of 4 categories. There is self-awareness, there is self-management, there is social awareness, and then there is social management. So this 8-week, 1.5-hour course will cover those categories in great detail. We have plenty of games and exercises that will help your student, your teen, be able to understand themselves better, and in the process, be able to understand others. Now, what do you get with this? I have a workbook that I have made alongside this course that is the Emotional Magic for the Wizard in Training workbook, and that is what I will give to your scholars as part of their enrollment to be able to complete for the duration of this course. Now, these will consist of emotional intelligence assessments. It'll be the workbook for this class, so make sure if you do sign up for this class that you bring it, because you're going to need the workbook to complete a lot of the activities that we have in class. And in addition to the workbook, I say resume building. Every class that you take, no matter what it is, can count towards a resume building opportunity. In other words, you put the class you take on your resume. And it's exceptionally helpful if the class that you take will help you towards whatever career direction you're wanting to take. Now, fortunately, emotional intelligence is a great one to add to your resume because more and more businesses and employers are looking for individuals that have received emotional intelligence training or rather have a high emotional intelligence EIQ or EQ score. And as I said, at the end, what you also get is success. As I said before, higher degree of emotional intelligence leads towards more success in work and life. And so this is a super fun one that has a lot of actually acting exercises. So I promise you, it is not a stale class in the slightest. I enjoy entertaining, and I find that entertainment is the best way to learn concepts such as these.